Hello, peoples. Ich weiß nicht, was hier los ist, aber die Leute hier, die husten, die keuchen, die sterben, keine Ahnung. Die strugglen voll mit ihrer Existenz. Hab gerade das Spiel wieder gestartet und alle nur so. Irgendwo weiter weg. Dann wieder. Ach, kack an. Ich kann aufs Dach. Ist es normal? Ich weiß nicht, ob das so soll. Schade. Ich bin mir gerade echt unsicher, ob das... Ich glaube, das ist nicht als solches angedacht. Aber ich kann mich natürlich täuschen. Cool. Ja. Master Wii. Talk to me.
Hey, you look a wee bit pale.
Kingslayer.
Aye.
You kill emperors too.
You're a hero now.
Jede Herde, ne? Das ist nicht der, mit dem ich gerade geredet habe, das wäre anders. Ich dachte, die Dame hat gerade irgendwas gesagt, aber ich konnte nicht mehr zurückgehen, um's zu hören. Run. Witch Hunter. And the little bitches.
I never come back, you stinking stagges.
All we wanted was...
Don't give a flying fuck what you wanted. Get out.
Sultan!
Next time I'll rip your fucking legs off and shove them up your arse till you've toes for teeth.
Sultan!
Get out in the nick of time, as always.
Zoltan, with your boot to someone's ass, as always. Who were those men?
Local colour. I wasn't gone more than a moment. Long enough for them to turn our home into theirs. All right, time for some spring cleaning. I've got to boot them all out. Care to join me?
With pleasure.
Yeah! Aua. Aua, hey!
Reminds me, case of war. Eh? Yeah, almost like you never left first.
Ah! Komm schon, kriegst du doch hin. Sehr schön. Ach, Sultan hat den anderen. Sultan, mein Lieber.
I'm pleased. That went well. Now we can greet each other like the gods ordained. Ages, pal.
Hey, Zoltan. You look good.
Training plenty lately. What with the war on, no Mahakaman meat to be found, but Redanian lagers standing in just fine. You, though, you've withered a bit. Something worrying you?
It's about Ciri. I know she came to Novigrad. Might still be here.
You mean she's come back? I'll be damned. I wonder if I'd recognize her. How many years is it now? 6, 7? But what'd she be doing here?
Hiding, probably. She might be in danger.
See her in your dreams?
Couple times. Her and the Wild Hunt.
Oh, not good.
Not at all, but I know she came here and contacted Dandelion.
We've a wee problem then.
Where's Dandelion?
I'd like to know that myself. Maybe he could explain what the hell's going on. Not just barely returned as you saw. Expecting to come home to a hot like a boar and some cold ale, and what do you find instead? A shite storm. Dandelion gone, the tavern chock full of bums. Haven't a clue what happened.
Let's look around. Might find something that'll put us on his trail.
Prime idea. I say we start on the ground floor. It's where he sat and wrote.
Okay. Ich weiß nicht, ob ich es nur gedacht hatte oder ob ich es ausgesprochen hatte. Aber ist da, guck mal, da ist doch was. Es ist logisch, dass natürlich.
Ah, a note from a grateful muse.
Reading someone else's letters.
My visage red and hot, I plunged into purest ecstasy, imbibing its nectar. Your dexterous digits on my soul's yearning chords.
Aber natürlich muss es klar sein, dass Dandelion nicht einfach hier ist.
10 barrels of Toussaint Dry, 5 cases of sodden triple mead. Nothing here.
No, that's exactly what we're looking for. It's his planner.
That's rich, Dandelion and planning.
Huh. Dandelion and planning? Good one. Besides, anything he wrote here probably had a special system. Chaos only he could ever decipher. Actually, in the past, sometimes not even that.
Give him a chance. Might not be that bad. Seems when he inherited this fine establishment, it came with some fine responsibilities. Bookkeeping among them. He also made a habit of noting down the times of his meetings, official and private. So, who'd he been seeing of late? Ah, here it is. Seems he's only been meeting women of late, the dog.
Zoltan, please. You really want to track down the women Dandelion's been wooing? Most likely all angry women by now.
Got any better ideas? Besides, Dandelion's a babbler. We're sure to know something of his doings. We should divide these somehow. Perhaps... Ah, fuck it. I'll ask the lassies in my half, you interrogate the ones in yours. Should you?
Zoltan, wait. This is in verse.
And you figure that's unnatural because...
Wonderful. Meet me back here when you're done. Share our findings.
Right you are. Need to do a wee bit of tidying before I go. Cannot stomach the idea of coming back to this mess. And you'd be wise to read your bit before you scurry off. If you need anything, I'll be next door.
Alles klar. Bevor wir aber irgendwas machen, ich habe gerade was gesehen. Da. Was ist das denn hier? Guck ihn dir an, Alter. Er sieht aus wie ein Held.
Nose is too small.
Aye, the sword's too big. By the by, is that how it's done? Killing a wyvern?
Technique's not quite right, but you gotta admit he's doing it with gusto.
Das ist voll großartig. Er sieht aus wie so ein heroischer Warlord. Er erinnert mich so ein bisschen an Cesare Borgia aus Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. Er sieht aus wie Cesare. Geiles Teil. Der coolste Antagonist in Assassin's Creed meiner Meinung nach. Ich find dieses Bild voll super. Das ist mega genial. Habe ich den Planner noch dabei oder habe ich den wieder weggelegt? Inventory. Dandelions Planner. Oh, der ist wirklich alles in Rhyme, das ist ja super. Rosa Varatre, oder wie auch immer, ich habe keine Ahnung. Like a rose abashed of its crimson hue, fair Rosa would sink into humus blue. She shunned her lessons in civility, to string a dwarf with agility. A charming garden, enclosed villa in Gildorf. Molly. Mein Hals, oh mein Gott, ich bin irgendwie kratzig, schon wieder. Though well she knows the touch of silk and lace, she shuns not straw when gripped in lust's embrace. Gildorf, villa next to the morgue. Westpulan. Though timid in looks, no adventure did skip her. My heart melts when she asks, ever had a Big Dipper? Far Corners, Laundry, near the mouth of the Ponta. Marabella. There are cries that are divine when behind closed doors. Standing on stage, her squawks are drowned by snores. The Bits, near Proper Square. Elial. A figure most rare, her natural duel. Look deep in her eyes, or be made a fool. Tailor's shop, across from the tannery. Talk to Sultan Kirchen. Sultan!
Still here? Looking for something?
Just checking to see that everything's in place. Buggers might have hauled something off for pawning.
Actually, glad you're still here. Wanted to ask you about someone.
Okay, ja.
Though well she knows the touch of silken lace, she shuns not straw when gripped in lust's embrace.
Molly. Keeps things tidy for the Baroness Lavalette.
A baroness within reach and he settled for a chambermaid?
Dandelion's not one to judge folk by their station. You know that. Like he says, in the alcove, we're all equals.
Yeah. Guess a true poet observes life in all its aspects. Examines it from all perspectives. If I didn't know him better, I'd say he was jealous about this Marabella.
Oh, I doubt it. Former pupil. And well, the tales he told me about her.
Doubt I want to hear them.
Probably better off not. Things between them took a turn for the strange at some point.
Meaning?
She had him wearing mummers' costumes. Took to calling him Christian, referring to herself as Anastasia.
Huh. Truly perverse.
She didn't ken half of it. Called him a stallion once. That's the fool took it as a compliment. Till she pulled a bit in the reins into her cupboard. Poor bastard fled out the window.
Ja, ich meine...
Vespula. Name rings a bell. She threw his knickers out the window.
That's her.
Hollered something about him being a scoundrel with a voice like a consumptive pheasant.
That's her.
Threw flower pots at him.
Guess soul flames never die.
Ich kenne die aber nicht, glaube ich.
Like a rose abashed of its crimson hue, fair Rosa would sink into humor's blue. She shunned her lessons in civility, to swing her dwarf with agility. Dwarf. Never suspected he'd be so humble.
Dwarfs what Rosa var Atre named her Guihir. Well chosen, eh?
All right. But Varatra? Her dad happened to be the Nilfgaardian ambassador?
He is. You know him?
Wouldn't say that. Had a brief conversation with him at the palace in Vizima.
Well, then you've a good notion of the kind of bloke he is. Commissioned Dandelion to tutor Rosa and her sister in the art of rhetoric. But we, Rosa, preferred swordplay.
How dare she reject the great bard in favor of a common swordmaster?
More than one, it seems. Week on week, we get fresh gossip about her thrashing another instructor. So bad he resigns. Word has it her dad's now looking to hire her next victim. I mean, instructor.
A figure most rare, her nature dual. Look deep in her eyes or be made a fool. Well, well, seems fascinated with this one.
Not without reason. Never been much for elven women myself, but this one's exceptional. Dare say Francesca Finderbeard be jealous.
You want to take this one, then?
Nah, you can have her.
Why?
See, elven beauty's like a young Beauclair wine, whereas I prefer vodka straight up.
Ah ja, irgendwas ist da doch fishy. War Atre, war das der Typ, für den ich mich bei Emir, der
Know about all I wanted to know.
wollte,
Thanks for
dass
your help.
der wollte, dass ich gut aussehe? Ich bin mir nicht sicher, aber ich glaube schon. Okay. Das war der Hintereingang, der war meint. Ich habe diverse Ziele. Nicht allzu weit weg. Okay, Dandelion. Ah, Stress.
I will get you every last copper. With interest. Give me a week, please.
Horson's no banker. He's an honest man. You pay on time, you get protection. You don't pay.
Help!
What you hollering for, stupid wench? What are you hoping for? A knight in shining armour?
Close enough.
Keep out of this, Greyhead, not your concern.
Vespula's got someone else's protection now.
Really? Who's that be?
Mine.
Mine. Offered her a better rate.
All right. So, let's see if you're a good bargain or just cheap shit.
Nein, pack das Schwert aus! So.
Covered in blood, all of it. So much work for naught.
No need to thank me. It was nothing.
Sorry. Don't get me wrong, I'm grateful, but everything I had, I just lost.
Relax, it'll come off.
Relax. It'll come out in the wash.
Of course it will. Just got to soak it in white vinegar, but that's not my point. Junior shan't forgive me. Either I'll close up shop myself or he'll burn me down.
Sorry. Didn't think about that.
A woman's lot. Men have their fun and we're stuck with a mess. Oh well, I suppose I must move to Oxenfurt. Professors need clean undergarments too.
Don't know if you remember. We've met.
I don't... Wait, I know you. You're that witcher I near clobbered with a vase when... Well...
When you kicked Dandelion out. Through the balcony. Actually, he's the reason I'm here. Know where he is?
Probably out whoring. That horse pheasant. That lying scoundrel.
Ouch. What did he do to get your goat?
Same thing as ever. Prize bullshitter came back, saying it was till death do we part this time. And no more than a week passed before I spotted him in Harbourside, strolling with some trollop on his arm. 'Twas the last straw. All those questions about the washerwomen at the bathhouse, then this. I beat him black and blue and threw him out on his ear.
This woman he was with in the harbour. Who was she?
Claimed she was his niece from Kovir. Ha! Horvir, more likely. Corset so tight her eyes were popping out her head. His too, come to think of it. An artist or a whore. Doesn't much matter as they're one in the same.
Thanks for your help. Listen, when I find Dandelion, anything I should tell him?
No. I mean, tell him he's a two-faced snake, but it would be nice if he dropped by.
Damit sie ihm persönlich auf den Nuss geben kann. Okay. Ich bin mir jetzt nicht ganz sicher, ob ich konkrete Info da jetzt rausgekriegt habe. Aber mal gucken, was die anderen sagen. Hallo? Ach, guck
I'm a
mal.
friend of Dandelion's, looking for Elial.
You've come to the right spot. How might I be of service? Need something shortened? Patch your trousers, darn your socks.
You Elial?
Yes. Now pick your jaw up off the floor.
Sorry, I thought Elial was one of Dandelion's girlfriends.
Oh, so it's that. Wait here.
Hey. Wait one moment.
Any better?
So you're...
Elial.
Trap alert!
Did you and Dandelion... I mean... How did you two meet?
I met him one night in a tavern. He was blind drunk.
Dandelion ist im Hinterausgang gelandet. Oh großer Gott, er konnte sich wenigstens die Arme rasieren, der Typ. Guck dir das an. Das passt doch nicht. Oh, oh Gott, ey. Oh. Ich appreciate the freedom of mind. Aber so ein bisschen dran arbeiten könntest du noch. No offense.
Don't think I want to know what happened next.
Oh, stop. He wasn't so drunk as not to figure it out. Besides, men don't interest me. I told him that from the start. Luckily, Dandelion's an open-minded fellow. We had a lovely evening. He became a loyal customer afterwards.
Ja, First things first.
I know this is none of my business, but why
do I dress up? As a child, I dreamt of becoming a Doppler when I grew up. I became a tailor instead. Discovered clothing. Costumes can express all the complexities of one's personality. I'm a Redanian countess one day, a dockside thug the next. That is true freedom.
Mm-hmm.
Have you never thought to become someone else? Even for a moment? Must be horribly boring being a witcher all the time.
I managed to stay interested.
Das ist eine coole These. Das ist echt eine coole These. Ich mag den Typen. Das ist echt eine coole These. Und, I agree. I totally agree. Jeder von klein auf, im Kindesalter, hat schon mehrfach darüber nachgedacht, irgendwer anders zu sein. Lass es eine Gruppe von Jungen sein, die im Alter von, keine Ahnung, 6 Jahren oder was, im Wald sind und mit ein paar Stöcken Ritter spielen oder sowas. In dem Moment träumt die davon, ja, wer anders zu sein. Eben ein abenteuerbestreitender Ritter. Das ist ganz normal, das liegt in der menschlichen Natur. Menschen wollen das, was sie nicht haben. Und wenn sie es dann haben, wollen sie was anderes. Das ist ganz normal. Und das ist in dem Sinne auch besonders. Finde ich gut, finde ich. Jeder darf denken und tun, was er will. Solange er es nicht ausartet in Sachen von wegen, ja, ich verprügel einfach irgendwelche Passanten auf der Straße. Das ist dann eine andere Geschichte. Aber solange man damit niemandem irgendwie Schaden zufügt, ist doch alles in Ordnung.
What did you and Dandelion talk about? He asked about anything in particular?
Let me think. Had an ordinary chat, really. Although, indeed, he did keep asking about Kalkstein.
Den kenne
If
ich.
Dandelion and I hadn't laid our cards on the table at the start, I might have suspected he had a history with the alchemist. He spoke like a lovesick beau. In fact, he desperately wished to meet with him.
Kalkstein's in Novigrad? Wouldn't mind seeing him myself.
You're too late, I fear. The witch hunters nabbed him recently, burned him at the stake in Hierarch Square. But as he perished, the goings-on, impressive. Fiery beasts circled his pyre, then rose into the sky and exploded to form letters.
Really? What did they spell?
Radovid sucks flaccid cock.
Die Betonung. Oh. Rabbit sucks flaccid cock. Oh. Ja, okay. Ich glaube, Kalkstein sehen wir nicht wieder. Oh. Kumpel, du brauchst eine Perücke, das wird, glaube ich, schon helfen. Oh Gott, was ist das denn für ein Gespräch? Es ist großartig.
Dandelion visit your shop often?
I tried many times to talk him into a decent doublet. Sadly, he'd only come in to get a button reaffixed or a hole patched.
When did you last see him?
Some time ago, he brought in one of Zoltan's jerkins, insisted I sew on an extra pocket. Odd as requests go, I had the distinct feeling he'd actually come to talk.
Thanks for your help, and nice to meet you.
I can help with much more. If you need new trousers or a vest, you know where to find me.
Well. Mach deine Haltung, Arme gerade, wenn du das machst. Ich bitte dich. Ich meine, guter Mann, lebt dein Leben, sei zufrieden. Aber arbeite an ein paar Aspekten. Ich glaube, ich muss ihm noch ein bisschen Nachhilfe geben irgendwann. Ein geiler Typ, ey.